This episode is presented to you by Walmart. I'd like to say that I'm a pretty good gift giver, and for me, it's about making the extra effort to find the perfect gift. Walmart has the top brands we all love in one place. Nespresso, Nintendo, Apple, you name it. That's why it has to be Walmart for all my gifts this year. Guest Best Gift Giver Award goes to yours truly. Get the brands everyone loves at prices you'll love at Walmart. Who knew? Go to walmart.com or download the app to get all your gifts this season.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? Welcome, everyone, to the first ever live Good Hang in person, not in studio, in the theater, whatever we're doing. Just a quick announcement before we get started. Please turn off your cell phones if you don't mind not taking any pictures during the show. We would highly appreciate it. And we're very, very thrilled that you can be here. And we're also very excited because we have a small treat for you before we get into our interview. This is a woman who I have known for 30 years and who I used to sing backup with her back in the day in New York City. And she is responsible for the Good Hang theme song. And she's going to play a few songs for you along with her friend Chris Anderson. Give it up for Amy Miles, everybody! Amy Miles! 1, 2, 3, clap.
Low consequences and low offenses. Bend my arm, break a bone. Coming back to city in late summer. Everybody, everybody, everybody's gone. Everybody, everybody, everybody's gone. Everybody, everybody, everybody's gone. Everybody, everybody, everybody's gone. Everybody's gone. Woo-hoo-hoo. Go in for the hug. Go out with a bang. What's up? What do you say? All I ever wanted was a really good hang. Hold my hand, see if I'm breathing. Tilt to the right and start believing. Money's got a dress that the party started. Money's got a party that starts tonight. Money's got a dress that the party started. What do you say? It starts tonight. Money's got a dress that the party started. What do you say? Party, you broke my heart. When I see you, I turn and go home. Woo-hoo-hoo, go in for the hug. Go out with a bang. What's up? What do you say? All I ever wanted was a really good hang. Get up. What do you say? All I ever wanted was a really good hang. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Amy Poehler! Hey! Hello! Amy Miles! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Woohoo! Hello! Amy Miles, Chris Anderson, give it up one more time. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first official live recording of Good Hang. This is the first time we've done it, and we're really, really happy that you could be here. Thank you so much. Don't worry, I have my lip balm, and we're going to be okay. We're gonna record our podcast, and I think there's a few people here tonight that don't know who our guest is. Raise your hand if you don't. Exciting. It's so great that you came without even knowing. That's a real fan. Thank you so much. Well, we're gonna record our pod. What if I just never told you? No, but we're very, very grateful that you are here tonight, and thank you to the Gramercy, and thank you to Walmart for sponsoring us, and thank you to Amy and Chris for their incredible music. And we're very, very excited because our guest tonight, who is going to be on stage, who we're going to dig deep and laugh well with, is the one, the only Sebastian Maniscalco is here. Only the #1 grossing comic in the world, I think. I don't know if it's the world. I'll check with him. But we're so excited to have Sebastian here. And so I'm going to go sit over there. Are you ready to get started? All right.
We practiced that transition many times. We didn't get it right. Okay, so, welcome to another episode of Good Hang. Very excited to be doing this live with a band. And thrilled to be here in the Gramercy Theater. And like I said, thank you to Walmart and everybody who sponsored this. And we're very excited to introduce our guest today. We have Sebastian Maniscalco. Sebastian is one of my favorite comedians. I find him to be deeply funny, deeply physical. He seems super nice, even though I don't really know him. And we talked a little bit backstage, but then I said, let's stop talking. If the cameras aren't rolling, then this ain't worth shit, is what I said. So we're going to have Sebastian on, but we always like to start these podcasts by talking to somebody who knows our guest so we can talk well behind their back. It's a little different because Sebastian will hear everything now, so we are very excited to introduce a friend of Sebastian's, a fellow stand-up performer who also is the co-host of the Pete and Sebastian podcast, which has been running now for 12 years and is an amazing podcast. Give it up, everybody, for Pete Correale. Pete. Pete, we got a play on.
This is phenomenal. We've been doing it 12 years. We've never had a setup this good.
I know. Well, you're already so good at. I can tell you're a good performer because as soon as you came in, you were like, "Here we go, everybody."
Amy, I've been a performer for 30 years. Sitting here with you is one of the most exciting things I've got to do in my career.
Pete.
I'm not kidding.
I appreciate that.
I am not. Amy was a little nervous backstage. She's never done a live cast before. I go, you're the best host of the Golden Globes that ever lived. This is a hiccup. Come on.
Pete, if the people in the audience aren't famous, then I don't know what to do. It's weird. I just don't recognize any faces, and it throws me off.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so Pete, how did you and Sebastian first meet?
We met doing stand-up. We met literally about 14 years ago in Canada. Montreal Festival put together this thing where we all stayed in Toronto in a hotel, and every night we would meet in a van. It was me, Sebastian, and like 4 other comics from other countries. A guy from Australia. I remember a guy from Ireland. But then we would shoot out to little theaters each night. And the first time I met him, we were online to go through customs into Canada, and he introduced himself. I never met him before. Then when we get to the hotel, I say, see you later tonight. We had our first show that night. And when we all get in the van, and Sebastian's the last one to get in the van, and I'm in the back of the van, and he gets in the van, and he's got his shirt on a hanger. And I'm in the back of the van. Nobody knows anyone, so we're all quiet. And I go, oh, what is that, your performance shirt? And he goes, yeah, I get sweaty. I go, holy shit, guy. What? So I'm making fun of him because he gets sweaty. Meanwhile, it's because he's physical. And then he goes on to make 10 million gazillion. And I'm standing straight as a board, leaning against a goddamn brick wall.
Yeah, you gotta have a performer's shirt. You gotta have a shirt.
No, but that's where we first met.
Dress for the job you want, Pete. Dress for the job you want.
Exactly. But we hit it off, and like you said, we've been doing it for 12 years.
Yeah.
And I bet it's similar to you and Tina in that, like, there's just sometimes, we get together to do the cast and maybe you're not in the mood.
So you call it the cast.
We call it the
Interesting.
cast. Yeah. Yeah. Even though we don't have quite as many viewers as you do, ours is still the cast. There's a zillion podcasts.
I don't pay attention to the numbers, Pete. I just do it for the fun.
No, but you guys are so funny on it together, and
Thank you.
and I love watching you two. And I mean, you guys know each other really well. And can I just ask you, like, you've done it now for 12 years. This is my first year doing a podcast. How do you keep it fresh?
Well, for us, it's because we just talk about our lives. When we first started to do it, neither one of us knew much about casts, and I said, we both kind of agreed, let's keep it consistent. That was number one. Number two, do you want guests? And he goes, well, I'm not really getting them. And I go, I'm not getting them either. So if we want to keep it consistent, we figured no guests. And then
Smart.
we don't do anything topical. Like, you could listen to any one of our casts, and you wouldn't know what year it's from. Because it's about...
That's
it's about
smart.
from anything from going to someone's house and they make you take your shoes off
Yeah.
to, so there's always something new to discuss
That's very,
because
very
it's life.
smart.
It's life.
Yeah, you
know?
want to be able to catch up, right? I unfortunately hold the newspaper up to the camera on every one of my.
Well, that's why yours is also more popular.
Okay, now you're a basketball player in college.
Oh, well, Division III, Amy, so let's pump the
Hey,
brakes
it
on
counts. What college?
that. I just said Division III. Once someone says Division III, you don't
You never
care
mentioned.
anymore, right?
You never mentioned the college.
No, Fredonia State is the college.
Okay,
but
and what was the
Division-
name of your team? What were the Fredonia what?
We were called the Fredonia Blue Devils. But
Interesting. My high school was the Red Devils.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to ask your opinion about something now you
Please.
bring that up. Where I live now, I live in a small town. I'm actually in the process of moving to Rochester, but I live in a small town called Fredonia.
Okay.
By the time this comes out, I'll be gone. I already bought a new house. But I've been there 12 years. My daughter is 12 years old, and our slogan, our high school logo is the Hillbillies.
Oh, that's not going to last.
And it's a guy, it's not going to last. It's been there for like 50 years. It's
Yeah.
a guy with a beard and a jug of wine and a gun. I swear to God.
No, a
and
gun?
they don't get rid of it because it's too expensive. They'll have to change the basketball court and the uniforms. So we're just the Hillbillies. That'll get you into Harvard, by the way. We got to get into that.
Yeah, we got to get into Harvard. It's important. What we got to get into Harvard, or we got to talk about Harvard?
When you want to talk about things with Sebastian,
Talk about Harvard? Sebastian didn't go to Harvard. I know that.
no, but when we
College.
played Boston,
Yeah.
when Sebastian played the Boston Garden, I was opening
Oh,
from
yeah.
on the tour.
Incredible.
We went to Harvard,
Oh.
and that whole thing that you
went
and
into
Tina went
Lampoon.
through.
Oh, I'll talk to him about that.
and
That's
he's
helpful.
like, we can never talk about that. And I said, Amy and Tina talked about it. I
Yeah.
think you can.
A bunch of aggressive nerds shouting jokes at you.
But I mean,
A bunch of valedictorians.
but you take it because it's Harvard, right? If it was Jamestown Community College, you'd have been out of there in 10 minutes, right? Because it's Harvard, you just take the punches.
Okay, so let's start this. I'm going to start this podcast with Sebastian, but I need to know, Pete, do you have a question you think I should ask?
Yes. One question I think is Sebastian loves to entertain. However, he also loves for people to leave when he's done entertaining.
Yes.
It's a very bizarre thing. It's like, I love to entertain and now go home.
Yeah.
And, you might want to ask him, what is it about, why is there an end to when people come over? Why does that bother you so much? And the other thing, Amy, I love this guy so much for so many different reasons. He's a warm-hearted guy, good guy, but one big hang-up he has is noises. It's called, he's self-diagnosed misophonia. How do you pronounce that?
Misophonia.
Misophonia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Self-diagnosed. He's never done anything about it. But you could chew gum around him, and then a half hour later, he'll tell me, you got to stop with the gum. So, but he has not gone and done anything about it. He always just likes to say self-diagnosed.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps you might want to ask him, why don't you take it any further and find out? I think it's because his comedy lives in irritation.
Yes, I know what you mean. These are great questions because I know a little bit about misophonia, and I have a really hard time with mouth sounds in general. Like on the microphone, I'm looking at you, NPR. a lot of water a lot of people have to drink water. It's very stressful. So I'm going to talk to
really?
Sebastian about that. Yeah, very, very good. Okay, well, we're going to get started.
Yes.
Pete, you've been amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Amy. Thank you all. Have a wonderful time.
Everybody check out the Pete Sebastian Show. Thank you, Pete.
This episode is brought to you by Walmart. If you're waiting to treat yourself, don't. Walmart Black Friday deals is coming, and now's the time to snag the items you've been eyeing for less. From fashionistas to toy lovers and tech enthusiasts, there's something for everyone. The event is 3 days only, so set your alarms now. November 14th to the 16th. Don't miss out. Explore deals now on walmart.com or download the app. This episode is brought to you by Apple Watch. Real talk. Think you're a sleep champ? 8 hours, boom, nailed it. But then Apple Watch Series 11 will tell you that you actually woke up 5 times and never hit deep sleep. Rude, but helpful. Apple Watch Series 11 tracks your sleep, helping you understand your total sleep time, bedtime, consistency, and interruptions. It's like getting a behind-the-scenes, play-by-play look at your sleep, so you can tweak your bedtime routine and help yourself to wake up refreshed. I didn't know sleep could be so fascinating. Apple Watch tracks your sleep so you can stop guessing and just maybe start waking up like a well-rested woodland creature. Highly recommend. Try it. Find out more at apple.com/Apple Watch Series 11. iPhone 11 or later required. All right, we are ready to introduce our guests. Thank you so much again for coming, and give it up. Let's keep the momentum going for Sebastian Maniscalco, everybody! Oh, Sebastian. I want to tell you that I had a different shirt on and I changed when I saw what you were wearing.
They told me backstage.
I had a t-shirt. I was like, I wanted to be like, hey, who cares? You know, like I just walked off the street. And then I said, you know what? You're a professional, Amy, and you need to treat this show like you're a professional.
Well, this is the first live show, so I'm like, all right, this is like a big deal. Let me dress it up. I have another outfit just in case. But I felt like this was appropriate to wear a suit. Apparently, you thought you were going to go to a T-ball game.
Well, I would much rather be underdressed than overdressed, but I bet you'd rather be overdressed.
Yeah, I am typically overdressed for occasions. I don't know. Growing up, my mother always used to tell me, we're going to church, put your nice slacks on, we're going out to dinner. So I always thought when we were leaving the house, you should look presentable.
Yeah.
But nowadays, if you take around, particularly in this city, it's you roll out of bed and then you're at the Walgreens. So I don't know. I just feel like you should have. So
you're trying to tell me that you don't wear sweatpants and bring your own pillow on the plane. That's what I'm hearing.
No, I don't. I've never understood the whole pillow thing.
I don't like
plane.
that pillow thing. That's no offense, Gen Z, but there's a lot of you guys are dragging around a lot of pillows. It's intense. Okay, we have a lot to talk about, Sebastian, because you and I were both in Chicago. You grew up in Chicago. Where exactly did you grow up?
I grew up in the northwest suburbs of Arlington Heights, Illinois. So I wasn't in the city of Chicago.
Right, and then what years were you there?
So I was there 1973 to 1998.
Okay, yeah, I was there the same time.
Okay.
I mean, just for a few years.
So when were you there? What?
Well, I went to I did Second City.
Yeah.
And like, you know, a lot of people wanted to take class there and move to Chicago, and I remember the weather in Chicago is the thing you remember because it's punishing.
Yes.
When is the coldest you've ever been in Chicago?
The coldest temperature? God, I don't know. There's always like a wind chill. So, I don't know, I think it was like minus 15 one year. So yeah, what do you have a record low temp?
No, I was just curious, like Chicago, people that live in that area, you're doing this, you're proving my point, which is they don't really talk about the weather, they don't care that much about the weather. They don't make it a big deal.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. When you're living in it,
yeah,
it's just like the way of life. So we're not like, we're not sitting there going, oh, it's really cold today. How do you think this is a record? I don't know. It's brutal.
And do you remember a restaurant in the Chicago area? Did you like to go into the city? Did you go into the city a lot?
So we went into the city early on in my teenage years, 17 years old. I had a fake ID. We'd love to dance. We used to go to this place called Acapulco Bar. It's the alumni club. So yeah,
Yeah.
we were big dancers growing up. So
There was a lot of good clubs in Chicago at that time. Really, it was a good club scene.
Did you ever go to Baja Beach Club?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were.
Yeah, maybe I saw you there, Mom. Are you going to Baja? Did you ever go to a restaurant called Carlucci's?
I have, yeah.
Okay, I used to be a waiter there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was I was thinking about our prep for today, and for people that don't know, Sebastian's dad was a Sicilian immigrant, is a Sicilian immigrant, and Carlucci's was the first time I learned about Italian fine dining in any way. Like, I didn't know anything about it. Antipasti and semifreddo and breadsticks. Those kinds
That's
of
a
things.
course.
But were you waiting tables when you were living there? Were you working in a restaurant there, or only after you came to LA?
Funny you say fine dining. I started my waiting career at Olive Garden.
Oh, yeah. Great place to start.
Great place to break in. And hey, did you ever go to a place in Schaumburg called The Living Room?
Oh, yes.
I worked there.
That was a very hot club, bar.
I'm surprised we didn't cross paths.
What kind of famous people came through The Living Room? Do you remember?
Not really. Not a lot of fame walking through The Living Room.
But I remember it being kind of a cool club.
It was a cool club. Not a lot of celebrities came through there. Maybe Dennis Rodman, because this is the year where the Bulls were hot. But yeah, so
What'd
I
you
worked
do there?
I worked as a waiter in the fine dining. By the way, this is the best lip balm I did.
Are you kidding me?
No,
are you joking?
I have to tell you.
Because this is a sponsor.
Oh, it is?
Laneige. And they're not sponsoring this, so we'll probably have to cut this out. But I use that all the time. It's the best.
Okay.
You like your products.
Well, it's my wife likes products, and while I'm in bed one night, she's like, "Here, you got to put this on." I'm going to bed. She put it on. Hello, new lips.
Incredible. In fact, you're reminding me, everybody who has lip balm, let's take a lip balm break while we, just for a second. Because it's too much, right? It's so dry out. It's too much. Okay. So, you've talked a lot on stage about how people should act in restaurants, and I really relate, because as an ex-server, as we like to call ourselves, you learn how to treat people in restaurants. You have strong opinions about how people should act in restaurants.
Yeah, I mean, if you go to a restaurant, you should have some, manners and, be kind and not like, I don't know, I put a napkin on my lap. I don't know if that's out of style or if anybody's doing that anymore, but, just you should be polite to the server and vice versa. But I got a problem with servers nowadays.
Tell me why.
Just the way they come up, and you're like, excuse me, you think, and already the eyes are rolling. It's like nobody wants to be there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like people are detached, they're disconnected.
Do you like when a server, this happens a lot in LA where you live, where we both live, where someone will duck down and get the same level as you?
Oh.
I don't like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Like they're right here?
Yeah, they get right there. They get in real close.
I don't like that. I don't like that move. I just rather have them above, in and out, maybe a little talk here and there, but nothing like, I don't want to, like sometimes the waiter will go, I don't normally have that because I'm lactose intolerant. Hey, guy, we don't need to know your medical history. Just bring out the burger.
Okay, and you talked also about, which I loved, and I should point out, as well as you being the having the most successful touring year of your career, would you say, this year?
Yeah, probably.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
And you've got a new special coming out in November, and you made a beautiful film about your dad with Robert De Niro playing your dad.
Yeah, crazy.
Well, crazy. And you were on the show Bookie, and you've got all these things going on. When you talk to your audience, I still feel, Sebastian, like you're living a regular, normal life.
Yeah.
That's not always the case. Sometimes when you see people on stage, they feel like they're like talking about their koi pond or something. Like that's their, but it does feel like you are still in it. You have little kids.
Yes.
And one could argue you're a little old for that. You got little kids.
I do. I'm 52 and I have a 6-year-old son. So that's a,
Yeah.
okay, don't relax.
Because I love you on Instagram when you talk about how tired you are.
I'm exhausted.
And it's exhausting.
Yeah. No, I waited a little, I waited to have kids, and now I'm paying the price.
Must be nice, yeah. Come on. No clapter. But your wife seems amazing, Lana, and you talk about her a lot. And I've seen her on the gram. She's a hot piece, Lana.
Yeah, she's 10 years younger, so so I'm trying to keep up with her, and she's an ex-gymnast, so she's always doing flips, and
she's always doing flips.
She walks down the stairs on her hands.
No way.
Yeah, I've never seen that before, but that's what I'm dealing with. So.
Does she do that when she's angry, when she's upset?
No, she's rarely upset. She's one of these, like, she's always got a smile on her face walking around. I'm the one that's constantly upset.
Yeah.
But no, she's a ray of sunshine, and she's a doll, and she's very athletic, very strong, and I almost have my ARP card.
I'm the same. We're the same age.
Yeah, we're getting up there.
What are you enjoying about your 50s?
So I'm glad I had kids this late in life, just because I'm stable. I could provide them with a life that I'm not one of these guys. I want to give my kids a life that I never had. I had a good. I had a middle-class upbringing and whatnot, but as an entertainer or a performer, you want to get to a place where you're stable financially before you start bringing people into the world. And, it's, this just business, it could be here one day, gone the next.
Yeah.
So, I got to a place where I'm like, all right, let's start a family. And I like being in my 50s. I just wish I was a little bit more... I don't know. I went to go play basketball the other day. I'm like, I haven't played basketball in a while. And I'm like, I don't remember the rim being this high. So, but it's nice.
That's an ACL nightmare, though. Be very careful. There's nothing worse than a bunch of guys in their 50s going back to play basketball. It is just tear after tear.
I'm taking a little offense to this.
I'm sorry.
Just because, if you didn't know how old I was, wouldn't you look at me and go, yeah, no, he probably runs.
You're in terrific shape, by the way.
I'm not. I'm really not. I'm hiding a lot with the suit, but I just don't feel like I'm 52.
Well, I get it, but I have to say, I remember having younger kids. My kids are teenagers now, and the amount of play they have to do with kids is exhausting.
It's exhausting. Yes, it is.
Play is a nightmare.
Yeah.
And when your kid, the worst things to hear in the world is, Daddy, can we play?
Yeah. Did you have a favorite play? Did you have I could do this?
I remember having existential moments of true despair when I would come home from shooting a long day. And my kids would come up to me with Star Wars lightsabers and be like, "Yay, now we can play." And I was just like, "Oh, fuck!" "Oh no, I have to play Star Wars." Just it was the worst. Yeah. And I miss every second of it. But Lana, did she come to your shows?
Yeah, she comes, but it's...
Is she here tonight?
No. She's playing with the kids.
Yeah. You've played huge stadiums. You sold out, was it Madison Square Garden? How many nights in a row? Five, 6?
Yeah,
incredible.
5.
And yes.
Thank you.
And what's it like playing a space that big?
My act is kind of tailor-made for a large space.
Yeah.
Obviously, comedy is better enjoyed in a room like this, I believe. But once you start getting into arenas and whatnot, I like to fill the room. I like to get up there and be physical and kind of prowl the stage. I'm not one of these guys that stands behind the microphone and tells jokes. Nothing wrong with that. But for me, especially nowadays, you got to light yourself on fire up there for people to pay attention.
That's so true.
If you're not funny for an hour and 15 minutes, you could lose someone could just go back into their phone or slip out of consciousness or what have you. But I like to keep the people entertained, not only by telling the story, but also maybe acting out the story. It's not all physical, but
You're such a funny physical performer. I love watching you. And I read something that was really cool, is you designed your stage a certain way in your last special. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, so normally I do it in the round, and I had a round stage previously, and then this time I designed a triangular stage, which I could hit the points a little bit more. When you're doing a round stage, you kind of don't know where you're at sometimes in relation to have I been here for a while? But with the points, you kind of know, okay, I'm at this point, I'm at that point. I feel like I could service the room better just by using the triangle stage. Plus, I made the screen above me triangle. I like production too when I do stand-up, so I like to pay attention to lighting is big.
How is this lighting?
I think this is beautifully done. All right.
Do you like that we get people kind of on the side?
I do. I noticed that
I don't
too.
mind that. It's a little disconcerting because you guys are the same height as us.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're on a ride. And then we got people in the back that are we can't see you, but we know that you're the real fans back there.
Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, it goes deep. It goes deep.
It does go deep.
By the way, and I don't know if you know this, little trivia here, and I don't know if anybody in the audience knows, we did a movie together.
Okay, we did a movie together, and when it came out, what the percentage of it was on Rotten Tomatoes?
No, I didn't check the percentage. Was it bad?
Is 7% bad? That's right. That was the first time I met you. In 2014, there was a movie called The House with just a young and up-and-coming guy named Will Ferrell, And I picked the one fucking bomb that he made. I was like, sign me up for that one. No, him and I were in a movie that was so fun to make, because he's the best, called The House. And there was a scene where...
Yeah, I was, by the way, I shouldn't say we were in a movie together. Whoa. She was in the movie, and I came in for a day. So I think we made The House it was like a Vegas, and I was one of the performers in the living room performing to one. I think it was Rory Scovel.
Yes,
and,
that's right, Rory.
Yeah, it was just a day of work, and that was early on. It was like one of my first movies I've ever done.
Yeah. What was your memory of it? Did you have it? Was it a good experience, or do you?
Yeah, no, it was a day. I came in. I've never met you or Will or any of those people, so it was nice.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, I feel like I remember that time, and also, you had been performing for a while. You're not an overnight success. You've been putting the time in for a very, very long time, and you've been working very, very hard. What is it, in the same way we talk about fatherhood at an age where you feel like you were ready and mature for it, do you feel that same way about your fame and success?
Same, yeah. In 1998, I started doing stand-up. So for me, I worked at the Four Seasons for 7 years, getting my feet wet with stand-up comedy, and I didn't have a movie or a TV show or anything that really propelled me into the mainstream. I feel even now, too, I have a great fan base and what have you, but I still feel like there's room for growth, but it took a while. I mean, what is this, about 2015, shortly after we hit the house, 7%.
I gotta say, I just looked it up before, and it's up to 20%.
Oh, okay. We're moving up. So
with inflation and everything.
But no, it's a slow burn for me.
Great.
Nothing comes easy in my life. So yeah.
Why doesn't things? What do you mean?
It's just, my father and I often discuss this, like the Maniscalco family always has to take the long road
Really?
to get there, right? There's no shortcuts, which I'm not looking for shortcuts,
Yeah.
but, every once in a while it'd be nice to, get a pop.
How does your dad feel like he's taken the long road? How would he say he's taken it?
I mean, he immigrated here when he was 15 years old, and he had to learn a new language. He's still learning the language. It's fun hanging around with like an immigrant father who just doesn't know like the words.
Is there a word still that really makes you giggle that he
goes, your cousin, he's going to Ole Miss. What? Ole Miss, Dad, not Ole Miss. So there's a lot of that.
That one feels okay.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, that feels okay. That's like the hillbillies or something. But he is an amazing story, and you wrote a film based on his story. And can you tell everybody how? I mean, I'm sure you've answered this question before, but it's pretty awesome to work with Robert De Niro, I imagine.
I was very
like?
nervous. Basically wrote a movie, never thought it would get, you write these things, you never think they're going to do anything. But this one got picked up into De Niro's hands. He loved it, wanted to read it out loud here in New York City with a bunch of actors. So we read it out loud at a table. And after the table read, I went up to him and I said, and he's like, and he left. So I'm like, all right, that's the end of that. And 2 weeks later, got a call that he's interested in, playing your father. And I'm like, this is a guy that I had, Goodfellas, good casino posters on my wall. And now he's going to play my dad in a movie. And then subsequently called my father down to Oklahoma where he was shooting the movie because he wanted to get to know my dad.
No way.
So my
you
dad,
were like, Dad, he wants to hang out with you?
And my dad's like, how much am I getting for this? So I go, you're gonna go for 3 days? He goes, yeah, well, he still cuts hair. He's still cutting hair at 79 years old. He's like, well, I gotta readjust my clients. And I'm gonna lose money if I go down there for 3 days. And I said, just don't worry about it, just go. So he went, he spent 3 days with De Niro, and De Niro was like, taking notes. How do you wear your hat? How do you hold your cigar? And, tell me how to say this in Sicilian. So then he came back, and then De Niro wanted him to come to the set. And my dad's like, I ain't going to the set. He didn't. This is like, a movie. Right? With De Niro, we grew up watching, and my dad's like, I ain't. So I said, just come to the set and hang out. So my dad was on set teaching De Niro how to do blowouts and dye jobs. So
we should make it clear that Sebastian's father does hair. And was a hairdresser for your whole life, right?
Yeah, so he cut my hair until I left the house at I think 23. And
does he still does he still want to cut your hair now?
He cut my hair about 4 years ago, and I said, that's it. We're done. No, he's falling apart. I mean, he's falling apart. His shoulders falling off. It's
not easy getting old. It is not easy.
Especially at that age. Now, every time I talk to my parents, it's like, I'm not peeing right. Okay.
Is it true that Sicilians have great hair?
I don't know. I'm losing a lot of my hair. It's a lot of dust up there. It's a lot of. I use a pepper. Yeah. So it's called a fiber. Do a lot of pepper before I come up there. I got someone back there with a pepper mill.
With like the Parmesan grater and just like a little bit more? But I do want to talk about you on stage, because I love watching you perform, because as we talked about earlier, you are physical, and a lot of people on stage kind of like neck down or disconnected from their body when they're telling jokes. They're like telling it from their head. And you really do tell it from your body, use your whole body when you perform. Did you always like to move as a kid? Like, are you a physical guy? Like, do you like, I know you like to dance. I've seen you dance a lot. Like, do you, I mean, not to get too, you don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, I do know what
feel
you're
like
talking.
you shake it out.
I
Come on, everybody knows you shake it out.
I shake it out, but it's not, I don't think it's because I have like an anxiety for anything.
See.
My shaking out is a little bit more just for the performance.
Yeah.
I do like to move my hands and be physical and have facial expressions when I'm talking.
Yes.
I just took that and just made it a little bit more grand when I'm on stage. So
Do you have any people that when you were growing up, like physical comedians that you loved?
John Ritter is
Dude,
my...
I was just saying. Are you kidding me?
No.
I just said backstage, we were talking about physical because I was talking about you and I was like, I love how physical Sebastian is. And I said, to me, John Ritter was my
the best.
favorite.
Right? Three's Company. For you
Yeah.
young people, go watch Three's Company and you're going to see,
Incredible.
unbelievable, like a master of physical comedy. Even though John wasn't a stand-up, but I took a lot of what he was doing. I used to watch Three's Company like game tape growing up.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again. There was a scene where he was on a hammock trying to get on the hammock and he fell off. So all those little movements, and then he would hit himself and come up and have this dazed look on it. So all that stuff I really incorporated. So he was a big inspiration for me. But yeah, the physicality for me is it's fun to do.
Yeah.
It's like a fun thing for me to do, and I got to keep myself entertained up there as well.
Yeah, I bet, because you did 80 whatever shows this year?
Yeah, it was a lot. About 84 shows I think I did.
Dang.
But yeah.
Do you ever do 2-a-days?
I used to, but no more.
No more.
No more. Just too tired at the end. I'm old.
Yeah. Well, Tina and I were on tour, and we would do, you know what our favorite thing was? A 4:00 show. Incredible. You never do a 4.
No, I didn't know
you
comedy
gotta do
during
a 4.
the day.
You gotta do a 4. It'll change your life.
Wow.
4:00 show, you're done by 6:30?
No, I like the concept. I'm wondering if my audience would look at the ticket and go, wait, at 4:00? We ain't going to.
I gotta tell you, every single person at that 4:00 show was pumped. Am I wrong? They wanted to go to bed. They want to go to sleep.
Listen, that is nice for the audience. Come home and you get
you're done with
light
your
snack and you go to bed.
How do you feel about sleep? I always like to talk to people about sleep on Good Hang. What is your sleep routine when you're on the road? And is it different than when you're home?
Yes, it's difficult on the road just because I just came, like last night, I had the worst sleep because 3 hours and the plane and I got to adjust and whatnot. But when I'm home, I am starting to go to bed, sadly, after I tuck my kids in.
I love this. Talk to me about the time.
So I'm in bed I'd say about 9 o'clock.
Incredible.
All right?
Sebastian, this is my audience. We love bedtime. We love bedtime. All we think about is bedtime. We love bedtime. 9 p.m. is a winner move.
It is. I try to be consistent with the sleep just because if it starts to vary and then it gets screwed up on the other end, because generally speaking, I get up around 6 o'clock regardless of what time I go to sleep, right? Are you doing any sleep, 8 sleep mattress, ring?
No, I have a CPAP machine because I have...
You're wearing a breather or whatever the hell that is?
A breather? Whatever the hell it is.
I thought only like that.
Exactly.
Speaking,
I know it's usually.
I thought that was like a man thing.
Right. No. Lucky for me, it's not just a man thing. You're right. It usually is a man thing.
No, have you ever heard a woman going, I gotta travel with this thing? I never heard of that, right? I'm sorry. Not a lot of women are doing that.
Well,
no.
I've always been ahead of my field. sexy stuff. It's pretty sexy stuff. But yeah, I have a sleep apnea, so I wear a CPAP machine, and I gotta tell you, I love it. It's changed my life.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
I would never change it for the world. I love it so much. It's totally changed my life. Anybody who's thinking about it, just for fun. Anybody who wants to try it for fun, do it. It's great.
No, I've heard it. It's very beneficial.
Incredible.
Right? Do you do it consistently every night?
Of course.
Okay.
Got to do it every night, and it puts you right to sleep. It's like the sound, and it has water, so it's like hydrated, so you never ever wake up with dry mouth, bad breath, nose, any of that stuff, because you're always hydrated. You put your lip balm on, your creams, you hydrate, and then you go, and then you look like a fighter pilot, and you go to sleep. But what's your bedtime routine? Tell me about your lotions, because I bet you have a skincare routine.
I do have a skincare, little toner, little face cream, and I put a little cologne on before. I got a little nighttime cologne.
Different than daytime cologne?
Yeah, I shower prior to bed.
Of course.
Do a full, I'd say the last 2 years I've been doing a full body lotion from head to toe.
Oh, very good.
All right.
What kind of brand you got going there? We'll cut it out, don't worry.
What is the brand? It's a variety of different brands. I can't recall because,
Okay.
again, my wife is just giving me stuff like that.
Yeah.
Here, use this
Okay.
lotion. Oh, okay.
Smart. You don't want to give them free stuff. I get it.
There's one, a lot of them I can't pronounce.
Okay.
Some of them are French.
Okay.
So, and then I've been doing this cologne routine where I do 5 sprays in my palm, I get it hot, and I neck it, and I go to bed. And then in the morning, what I've been doing, and this is something maybe you guys should try tomorrow, I've been doing 2 different colognes, one on the front and one on the back. So you get 1 scent coming and 1 scent going. It's a beautiful technique.
Wow.
Are you into men with cologne?
I'm sure. And also the front and back is genius. Because it's like,
It's beautiful.
I thought I knew him. You know, like he's still a mystery to me. I mean, you're on tour all the time. Who's making you laugh right now? Like, do you watch comedy? Do you like to go?
No.
No, I know.
No.
I don't either. It's just
I
a
like-
busman's holiday to go. But like, do you watch stuff to make you laugh? Do you watch videos? Do you watch other comics? What do you?
I don't look at entertainment for the comedy of it. I look
Yeah.
like at documentaries. I
Yeah.
like drama. If I want to laugh, I got a friend back in Chicago. His name is George. I'll call him.
Tell us about George.
He's one of these guys that he's funny. He's like, we could talk about daily life and he just makes me laugh. So George is kind of my go-to for comedy. But as far as stand-up comedy, I don't like watching it generally just because, I don't know. I mean, I like to laugh. I like to see what people are doing. Maybe a special will come on. I'll see 5 minutes of somebody, and then I'll just turn it off if I really like it. The last one I watched from front to back was Giannis Pappas.
Yes.
Couple
Yes.
specials ago. I thought it was really, really funny, and he caught me on a night where I was so like giddy and laughing. So
Yeah.
generally speaking, though, I'm like documentary, serious. I laugh at serious
I love
moments.
serious. I love serious.
Yeah.
Do you watch anything do you watch reality TV? Do you care about that?
My wife got me into Love is Blind. So every now and then, what are you laughing at?
I guess the question is, do you believe it is?
This show, I mean, come on, the concept of it is cute. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to fall in love with somebody, and then on the inside, and then, but that's half, You're going to eventually come out and look at the person. If they got no teeth, it's a problem.
They got to walk down the stairs on their hands for them to be worth their salt. I mean, Love is Blind is, for me, like for people who are listening who might not know, they talk and then they finally see each other after they meet each other just from talking. And my mirror neurons, like, I get so codependently stressed when those doors open.
God.
And the body language was so stressful.
I know.
When they're like, hey. When they go from, like, arms open to just, like, pat, pat, pat. Oh, yoy, yoy. And the way that, like, the body never lies. Like, when they go in for the kiss, and it's just like, they just turn their mouth away and give him the cheek.
It's brutal.
Or she,
brutal.
Give me that too, but it's brutal. No, I can't handle that. All right, so you like dark stuff.
Well, I mean, dark. It's just like I don't know. Serious moments I tend to laugh at and find funny. Like my wife will be telling me a serious story, and I'll just bust out laughing. She's like, what's wrong with you? I don't know. I'm thinking about something that's funny pertaining to what you're saying. So
yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, so you've got a new special coming out.
Yeah.
Another hour plus of material. It takes you how long to get new material?
I don't know. It's been averaging like 3 years. Every 3 years I come up with an hour. It's difficult because what you want to do going into these specials is you want it to be equal to or greater than the last one, right?
Yeah.
And it's difficult because, a lot of comedians have a lot of their best material coming out of the gate because they've been working so long and now they're going to, and then people expect a certain level from you. So take it very serious to make these specials kind of special because I felt like my last one, I was going through injury. I had sciatic pain on my right leg.
No way.
And it was very hard for me to move around.
Too much play.
Too much play. A lot of play. And I felt like I couldn't perform like I normally would perform just because I was in pain. I couldn't move.
No
Plus,
way.
I dressed in a tuxedo. I'm like, I'm going to try something different, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to bring Vegas back to Frank Sinatra. So I wanted the audience to dress up and this and 20 people dressed up. And I felt very hampered in a tuxedo. I couldn't move in a tuxedo.
Yeah.
So I wanted to like kind of correct that with this special, and I have no more sciatica and no more tuxedo.
Do you have a good sciatica stretch? Do you keep up on that?
I do. I take a ball.
Yeah.
And
tennis ball, lacrosse ball, what kind of ball?
It's like a ball that you would buy to roll out your legs.
Okay.
And I put it right here in my psoas.
Yes.
And
you guys know what that is, right?
Yeah, I feel like this is like a health-related section. We're doing sleep, now we're doing sciatica.
We gotta
sleep
keep
apnea.
We gotta get all the tips. Okay, put it in your psoas.
And roll it so you get on the floor and then you basically
on your stomach.
Yeah, you lay on it and roll. A lot of I believe from my research, which is Instagram, a lot of the sciatic pain is coming from the front side of the body,
Really?
Particularly in the psoas, and I have a very tight psoas region.
Not to brag.
I got a big psoas.
Okay, so what I've learned, you and Pete have been doing your podcast for 12 years. What do you like about doing it? What have you learned? Like, what's the best thing about having a podcast? Like, what do you like about it?
What I use it for is long-form storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
So Pete and I are like, he's a beer and peanut guy. I'm a wine and cheese guy. We're very opposites in the way we kind of conduct our life. And he's so funny and so quick-witted, and he's a great listener. And like a lot of times when you're telling a story, like story has beats to it. And, if somebody tells, hey, tell that story about that. I'll look at the crowd, and I don't know if you do. It's not a crowd, but like a group of people, and I go, I'm not telling that story because I know the attention span of where we're at, right? I know the story needs to breathe and whatnot, but Pete allows me to really kind of go off on a tangent with a lot of the stories, and he adds great commentary. So we're not guest driven. We don't really have a lot of guests just because we have so much fun talking to one another. But we've been doing this for 12 years. We basically, it's like a recorded phone call.
Yeah.
And we have a ball, and that's kind of what I get out of the podcast. As Pete was saying, we don't really have, I mean, we have a loyal fan base. I mean, nothing like this army you have that comes out to see you. But it is, I mean, if you're looking for like really just storytelling and comedic storytelling, that's what I believe podcasting has done for us, is just give us an opportunity. Because, when you do stand-up, you need it to be tight.
Yeah.
You need it to be hitting it all cylinders. With the podcast, you guys or whoever's listening to it could be in, your bathroom getting ready, you're working out and whatnot. So, you chuckle here and there. It's funny. But it's been a pleasure working with him, and we plan on doing it. It's like a labor of love for us.
Yeah, that's great and the best thing about it, I feel like, is with these like longer extended conversations, you can figure out how you feel about things in real time. Like you can hear people kind of sort through their like value system in a way, but also just like. They like figure out life in real time with someone else. Like it's kind of cool to hear that. And because of that, I want to throw out some things, and I just want to get your take about how you feel about them. Okay, so we're going to do a little speed round.
Oh, good.
Okay. Shoeless households.
Okay. It's a big debate.
Yeah.
Because I do a joke about going over to somebody's house and they ask, "Could you please remove your shoes?" And I'm like, I'm a grown man. I don't feel like I should be walking around somebody else's house in my socks.
Yeah.
Right? I just don't feel confident. Once a man loses his shoes, you can't really debate any other man. It's like you're in your socks, guy. Come on. But there's people out there that are very adamant. How dare you come in with shoes on? How much stuff is on the bottom of your shoes. You're going to traipse that into the house. Yeah, okay, fine, I get it. It hasn't been a problem for me for the last 52 years. No one's ever got sick. I'm like, did somebody come in there with their shoes on? So if you come by the house, people will be kind and go, "Oh, do you want me to take my shoes off?" And I feel so good when I go, "Nah, leave them on." Right? Especially women, man. They love shoes. They come over with a nice heel. What they go, "Okay, let me take this on." Now they're gonna walk around barefoot. Have you seen the bottom of some people's feet? What kind of bacteria? That might be even worse than a shoe.
Now, Pete was talking to us about misophonia.
Yeah.
Are you a germaphobe?
I'm not a germaphobe. I wouldn't say I'm not wiping down the plane seat when I walk on the plane. But I'm like, I often look at people and how they kind of conduct their lives and go, "How the hell could you be doing that here?" I just feel like there's no you go on an airplane and people will take their shoes off and they're barefoot and then they walk into the bathroom.
Not okay.
Wow.
Not okay.
So I with this misophonia, if you don't know what it is, and it's again, Pete said I was not diagnosed with it.
Yeah, his question I think was, when are you going to get properly diagnosed?
Well, I don't think I need to. I just feel like if you were opening up a bag of chips right now and eating Doritos, my window of tolerance for that is very small.
Yeah.
It could be anything. People on a typing, heavy typers.
You don't like a heavy typer?
Oh God! I mean, like if you're like banging on the keyboard and you're at Starbucks and I'm waiting in line, I will just hear the keyboard and nothing else. I get drowned out all other sounds.
Like a Tom Cruise movie.
It's amazing. It really is amazing.
Yeah,
and I don't want to get rid of this because I feel like not only do I have a sensitivity to sound, but also just people in general, their behavior. And I feel if I lose the misophonia, I'm going to lose the ability or my radar to detect that guy hasn't laughed at all. Right?
Right.
So that's why I keep the disease.
Yeah. Wedding registries.
Wedding registries. Oh, that's a good one. We had a registry when we got married. I have no problem with it. I don't pay attention to it because, again, growing up in an Italian family, we often brought money to the wedding. So you put like some cash in an envelope,
right.
and then you don't bring a toaster or a blender or whatever. I just nice cash envelope. I think everybody likes especially when you're getting started married. It used to be people got married kind of young, and they needed a start, right? Oh, here's $500. Here's go buy something to get your life started. Yeah. But now it's like, I don't know, man. It's like the parents are bankrolling a lot of these kids today. I mean, it's amazing. And it got silent in here because maybe some of the people are in here.
Yeah, this is New York City,
Look at how quiet it got, right? Your mother paid for the tickets tonight.
Yeah, everybody turned to their mother who they're with and said, I don't know what he's talking about. Is there anything at a wedding that people do that drives you nuts?
I'm not into taking home food, and this is big in the Italian culture. They'll go to the sweet table. Italians have a sweet table, and they'll take a styrofoam to-go thing that they hand out.
Okay.
And they'll take the cookies and the sfogliatelle. They'll take it all home. I'm like, come on, what we gonna have this for breakfast tomorrow? I just think it's a tacky move. I don't like to go at a wedding.
I've never seen that.
No, come to one of my weddings. You'll see it.
Pets, should people have them?
Should people have pets? I have to tell you, I've never had a pet up until a year ago. I got a dog. We got 2 dogs now. So we got them for the kids. I'm not a huge animal lover. I like animals, but like I'm not, coming home and I don't take it out to get coffee or I'm taking it on an airplane. I just felt like we had a pet in the neighborhood growing up. His name was Idolo. It's the male version of Italy. That's the name of the dog, Idolo. And it lived in the garage year round. Yeah, I mean, it would be 13 below out, and the dog would be in the garage. I don't know. It was just kind of like the dog. It wasn't like the focal point of the home. Right. It was just like, yeah, you're right, okay. But now the dog's up here, and it's the petting. It bothers me. I'm sorry. It's just.
What kind of dog did you get?
Cats, forget it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm allergic to cats. That's why I don't like them. But God, I don't even go to people. I got a good friend. He's got a cat. He's got 2 cats. I go, I can't come to the house until the cats die. I can't.
Yeah. Amy Miles has cats, and she had a cat that really tried to almost like become your lover. Like the cat would, and I was saying, I feel the same way about cats. Like I feel fine with them, and I think they're great. But I don't really I'm a tiny bit allergic, like just a little bit, so I try not to touch them. And because of it, they're obsessed with me.
Oh, God, that's terrible.
I just ignore them, and they just come up and crawl, and they get in your clothes. And Amy used to have a cat named Nosferatu, who would try to suck your spirit out of your mouth. So I understand. Yelling. How do you feel about yelling?
I mean, I don't know. A good yell every now and then is healthy.
Do you yell at your kids?
Yeah, I yell at my kids. Again, I'm not one of these parents that gets on the same level as their kids and go, tell me what you're going through. It's not that. I think a good dose of a yell, not a lot, because with raising kids, you have to act sometimes like you're psychotic, right? And if you lose your composure, the kids will go, wow, we don't want to see that again, right? So a good yell, I think, every now and then sets the family straight.
Agreed. Oh, you're getting some applause.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
You're getting applause from the parents of the people who paid for their kids to be here. Santa Claus.
We had a problem with Santa Claus. Again, this is another thing I'm not into. My daughter accused my wife and I of being Santa Claus. This is when she was 5 years old.
Okay.
And I wasn't ready for it. I thought Santa Claus discussions normally happen maybe around 8 to 10 to 11. So I'm like, what the 5? That's a little young. So I came out of the room. I asked my wife, I go, get on this text thread that you're with the moms and find out what's going on at school.
Yeah.
We found out that a lot of parents tell their kids there's no Santa because they don't want to lie to their kids, right? Now, I'm thinking that's all I do is lie to my kids, right? Eat your carrots, you're gonna see better. But yeah, so I got so upset.
Yeah.
I was at a Christmas party, there was a Santa Claus there. So I'm telling Santa, generally speaking, when I go to these parties, you dance. I talk to like the waiters and the people that are working in the party.
Got it, I get it.
So I'm talking to Santa.
You're going to back of the house.
Yeah, I go back of the house.
Yeah, you go back of the house.
So I talked to the Santa and I said, kid don't believe. And he goes, well, I offer a service where I could come to the house. Swear to God, this is in Los Angeles. Can you believe it? I'll come to the house on Christmas Eve and I'll put the presents down. Right? So, 12:30 at night, this guy comes. I have my robe in the driveway. Come this way. The tree's over here, Santa. So he comes in. I wake up the kids. I go, Santa's here. Right? We come. We look at Santa. And then then the kids go back to bed. I peel off 3 hunch. For this drunk Santa in my house. And now the kids have, they believe again. So I highly recommend if you can get a Santa to come to your house. It's
Incredible. Wow. And I guess the last question I want to ask you, Sebastian, and thank you so much for your time. And again, check out Sebastian's new special on Hulu and all the good work that he's doing. It's so great to have you. Thank you so much for doing this. It's been so fun. Can you just talk me through how you cook your steak?
okay.
Because it feels like what I've read is that you do a reverse sear, and I
Yes.
want to talk about it.
Okay, I like these questions. So I found this video, this is about 10 years ago, online about the reverse sear. Basically what it is you take the steak out of the refrigerator, you leave it set for about 30 minutes, get it to room temperature. I like to do mine about 45, 50 minutes, just let it get used to the atmosphere.
And what kind of cut are we talking about?
I used to like ribeye. Now I'm on to New York strip
I
because
see.
the ribeye got a lot of fat on it,
Yeah.
and at this age, I could go at any minute. So I'm doing New York strip steak, and I heavily salt it and heavily put pepper on it, right from the hair. And then I set the oven to 275. I put it in there for about 45 minutes. After the 45 minutes, I take it out. I let it rest for 15. All the while, I got a cast iron skillet, white hot. I do a sear for about a minute each side, cut and serve with a little rosemary lining the serving plate. I like garnish on a plate when it comes to the table because a lot of times when you have steak, there might be a little, blood or whatever kind of moving throughout the plate. And I like the stems of rosemary. It kind of adds a nice touch. So
Anything else in the pan? Like
No.
No butter?
No, I know a lot of people do a little oil, maybe garlic, and then they kind
do
of
the
baste
spoon
it
over,
with the
yeah.
spoon. No, this is you don't need it. Snake. Here, you want a shout out and a sponsor for this? Snake River Farm meat is probably the best meat that you can get. You got to order it online though. I've been promoting this meat company for a while.
For real?
And not one free fillet. I'm the guy that gets nothing. Like, Annie probably has a bunch of stuff coming to the house,
Yeah.
right? Swag.
Yeah,
Here's this,
exactly,
here's that.
exactly.
We understand you got a band. Here's a guitar. Right? I get nothing. Nothing is sent to me. No, here, try this, try that. I got no boxes. Like DJ Khaled is constantly opening up a watch or shoes. I got nothing.
And what's your sides? Before you go, I need to know, what are you serving with your steak?
So we like to do a fingerling potato.
Whoa, not what I expected.
What'd you expect?
I expected a whipped or a mashed.
Funny you say that. I started doing mashed because my kitchen is being remodeled right now and I can't cook, but I started doing mashed potatoes prior to the kitchen remodel. And, it's a little bit labor intensive.
Yeah, it's not easy to get a good mashed.
Yeah, it's not easy to get a good mash, but the fingerling is sufficing for now. And then I'll put a green in there. I'll put a broccoli and I'll put a little asparagus. I'm trying to get the kids to eat, healthy, with this kind of grab and go stuff that I'm not into the processed foods. Although, I'm not saying that I'm eating so well, but you want to give the kids a nice.
Here's a little tip I tell people with young kids that I'll share with you too. I learned it from my brother who lives in Sweden with his Swedish wife and family. They do this, I don't know if it's sweet, it's probably not Swedish, just what they do. But like when dinner time is almost ready, like that hungry time when like you're 5:36 when the kids are about to eat and food is cooking, they just put a big plate of vegetables with like ranch or hummus on the table, and your kid is hungry, and they eat a bunch of carrots and celery just as a snack because it's not part of their dinner. But the minute you put it on the plate with anything like pizza or pasta or anything, they're not going to eat it. But if you slide it in there before dinner, when they're hungry, they'll have a few carrot sticks. They don't even know they're eating it.
That does sound good in theory.
Okay.
But how prone are you to, cut some carrot radishes? You got this beautiful tray of vegetables and one carrot, and then who's eating the rest of the vegetables, right?
I know.
Are you going to knock them out? No, they're going in the garbage.
You're right. Cutting too many vegetables is a nightmare. But I would take a vegetable over a fruit any day.
What's your vegetable? Favorite?
Well, I love anything in the pea family. So I love a pea. I love what do you call it? Snap pea. Thank you. I love a pea. I love an asparagus. I love a potato. Does that count as a vegetable?
Yeah, does it? I don't know.
Mushroom. I love a mushroom.
Okay, a mushroom. So, what's your favorite fruit?
I feel like some kind of like savory, like a chicken curry with mushrooms and rice.
No. Fruit. Did you hear fruit?
Oh, you said fruit?
Yeah, fruit.
You said it like this.
Fruit. What's your favorite fruit?
What's your favorite fruit?
She got it.
What's your favorite fruit? My favorite fruits?
Fruit. Yeah.
Fruit. Is I don't know, a plum.
A plum? Oh, wow.
What's your favorite fruit? What's your favorite fruit?
Fruit is a banana or a strawberry. It's a toss-up.
Yeah.
And vegetable, I like an asparagus. I
love an asparagus.
Digging the asparagus. But if I had to choose, I'd go strawberry or banana over a vegetable any day of the week.
You'd go fruit over veg
I'd go
any day.
fruit.
Wow, you got this audience. As we wrap up, I guess raise your hand. Raise your hand if you'd go fruit over veg. Wow.
Look at that. Look at that.
I can't even see the people
That's
up the
impressive.
top.
That's impressive.
The people on the side on the park ride are all veg. Nobody's voting fruit. Unbelievable. Well, you found your audience, Sebastian.
I did. It's my group of people.
Give it up, everybody, for Sebastian Maniscalco. Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Thanks for having me here. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Sebastian Maniscalco, everybody. You've been listening to Good Hang. The executive producers for this show are Bill Simmons, Jenna Weiss-Berman, and me, Amy Poehler. The show is produced by The Ringer and Paper Kite. For The Ringer, production by Jack Wilson, Kat Spillane, Kaya McMullen, and Aleya Zenieris. For Paper Kite, production by Sam Green, Joel Lovell, and Jenna Weiss-Berman. Original music by Amy Miles.